When a camera manages to ignite conversation even before it is officially announced, it becomes clear that expectations are unusually high, and that the product represents something more than just another addition to a company's lineup. The Nikon Z90 is one such device, a camera that has stirred an extraordinary amount of interest despite not yet existing in any official capacity. Photography forums are filled with speculation, rumors, and wish lists. Content creators are debating possible specifications, reviewers are preparing early analysis videos, and professional shooters are watching closely to see whether this model will finally deliver what they have been waiting for. This level of excitement says a great deal about what the Z90 represents, not only as a piece of equipment, but as a symbol of Nikon's future direction. Cameras rarely generate this kind of anticipation. Most models arrive quietly. They are announced through a press release, briefly discussed on social media, reviewed by a handful of popular creators, and then gradually fade into the background as the next release approaches. The Nikon Z90 is different. It has already become a major talking point because it symbolizes something much larger than just another camera body. For many photographers, it represents a pivotal moment in Nikon's evolution and a long-awaited return to a segment that many assumed the company had abandoned. It reflects hope, curiosity, and a desire to see Nikon fully commit to professional-grade APS-C mirrorless photography once again. To truly understand why the Nikon Z90 matters so much, it is necessary to look back at Nikon's journey into the mirrorless era. When Sony disrupted the photography industry by pushing full-frame mirrorless cameras into mainstream adoption, Nikon was not fully prepared for the speed of that transition. Canon reacted quickly by investing heavily in the RF system, while Sony surged ahead with its Alpha series, establishing itself as the leader in mirrorless performance. Nikon, a brand that once ruled the DSLR era with unmatched confidence, suddenly appeared to be falling behind. For the first time in decades, its position at the top seemed uncertain. The company faced a difficult challenge. It not only needed to catch up, but also needed to prove that it could still innovate and lead. That turning point came with the release of the Nikon Z6 and Z7. These were not cautious experiments. They were deliberate statements of intent. The Z6 was positioned as a balanced hybrid camera, suitable for both photographers and videographers who wanted dependable performance. The Z7 targeted professionals who prioritized resolution and precision. While neither model was perfect, both demonstrated that Nikon was serious about its mirrorless future and willing to invest in long-term development. Everything changed with the arrival of the Nikon Z9. This camera did not simply improve Nikon's reputation. It transformed it. The Z9 eliminated the mechanical shutter, introduced a stacked sensor, delivered groundbreaking autofocus performance, and offered professional-grade 8K video. Overnight, Nikon returned to the top tier of camera manufacturers. Sports photographers, wildlife specialists, and professional videographers embraced it rapidly. Many compared it favorably to legendary DSLR flagships such as the D5 and D6. With the Z9, Nikon proved that it could compete with, and sometimes outperform, its strongest rivals. Building on that success, Nikon introduced the Z8. It offered nearly all the power of the Z9, but in a smaller, lighter, and more affordable body. This was a strategic achievement. The Z8 gave working professionals and serious enthusiasts access to flagship-level performance without the bulk and cost of a full professional body. It quickly became one of Nikon's most praised mirrorless releases, further strengthening the company's renewed reputation. Despite these achievements, one significant gap remained in Nikon's lineup: the APS-C segment. Nikon released the Z50 and the retro-styled ZFC, both of which were attractive and well-designed. They delivered good image quality and comfortable handling. However, they lacked key professional features such as in-body image stabilization, advanced autofocus tracking, and rugged weather sealing. These cameras were excellent for enthusiasts and casual creators, but they were not designed for demanding professional environments. This gap is precisely why the Nikon Z90 has generated such intense interest. It is not expected to be just another entry-level or mid-range camera. Instead, It is widely viewed as the long-awaited bridge between hobbyists and professionals in the APS-C world. It represents the possibility of a truly serious crop sensor camera within Nikon's mirrorless ecosystem. APS-C cameras have always held strong appeal for wildlife and sports photographers. The 1.5x crop factor effectively extends focal length, turning a 300 lens into a 450 equivalent and a 400 lens into a powerful 600 reach. This extra magnification is extremely valuable when photographing distant or fast-moving subjects. It allows photographers to capture detailed images without carrying extremely large and expensive super telephoto lenses. Until now, however, Nikon's APS-C mirrorless options have not fully met the needs of these users. Other brands have filled this space. Canon offers the capable EOS-R7. Fujifilm has built an entire ecosystem around high-performance APS-C bodies. Sony continues refining its A6000 series, making them reliable tools for many professionals. Nikon's relative silence in this category has only intensified expectations for the Z90. Many photographers see the Z90 as the spiritual successor to one of Nikon's most beloved cameras, the Nikon D500. The D500 was famous for its speed, rugged build, and exceptional reliability. It was a trusted companion for wildlife and sports shooters and earned a near-legendary reputation. Even today, many professionals continue to use it. The idea that the Z90 could revive this legacy in a modern mirrorless form has fueled much of the excitement surrounding the camera. Rumors suggest that the Nikon Z90 may feature a 33-megapixel APS-C sensor, a significant increase over the 24-megapixel sensors that have dominated this class for years. This would place it in direct competition with Canon and Fujifilm's high-resolution models. A 33-megapixel sensor offers sharper detail, greater flexibility for cropping, and better results for large prints. For videographers, it also enables oversampled 4K footage, producing cleaner and more detailed video. Higher resolution does introduce challenges, including reduced low-light performance and increased noise at high ISO levels. However, Nikon is expected to address these issues with its powerful EXPED7 processor, already proven in the Z8 and Z9. This processor handles large data streams efficiently, improves noise reduction, enhances autofocus accuracy, and preserves Nikon's well-known color science. Nikon's colors are praised for their natural skin tones, balanced contrast, and pleasing vibrancy, often requiring minimal post-processing. Video performance is another area where the Z90 is expected to shine. Current speculation points to oversampled 4K at 60 frames per second, along with high frame rate full HD recording at 120 FPS, or possibly even higher. Slow-motion video has become essential for modern content creation, from cinematic storytelling to YouTube and social media. The ability to capture dramatic action, wildlife behavior, and emotional moments in smooth slow motion would make the Z90 highly appealing to hybrid creators. Speed is equally important for sports and wildlife photography. Rumors indicate that the Z90 could achieve up to 15 frames per second with a mechanical shutter and around 30 frames per second electronically. This would place it among the fastest APS-C cameras available. Combined with advanced subject detection and tracking, this speed would allow photographers to capture decisive moments with greater confidence. One of the most anticipated features is in-body image stabilization. Nikon's IBIS system has proven highly effective in its full-frame cameras, offering up to several stops of compensation. If the Z90 includes a similar system, it would represent a major upgrade over previous APS-C models. This would enable smoother handheld video, sharper telephoto shots, and better low-light performance without relying on tripods or gimbals. Durability is another area where Nikon traditionally excels. The Z90 is expected to feature a magnesium alloy frame, strong weather sealing, and an ergonomic grip designed for long shooting sessions. Such construction would make it suitable for challenging environments, from rainforests and deserts to snowy mountains and dusty sports fields. For professionals, Reliability is just as important as image quality, and Nikon understands this well. In the end, the Nikon Z90 represents far more than a new camera body. It represents timing, ambition, and the revival of a legacy. It reflects Nikon's intention not only to compete, but to lead across all sensor formats. For many photographers and filmmakers, the Z90 symbolizes a long-awaited return to professional APS-C excellence. It stands as a promise that Nikon is listening to its community and is willing to invest in every level of creative expression. If the final product lives up to expectations, the Z90 may well become one of the most important cameras in Nikon's modern history and a defining chapter in its ongoing mirrorless story.